Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Blackguards with me, Bring It Down. Let's return to Mental with the good news and Venom.
No. How many times do I have to tell you idiots that it's a bad idea to inhale the velvet mist pollen? Pollen! Were you successful? In that case, I've got news for you.
Give Morphin Venom.
Well done. I learned something about the crimson poison. The main ingredient is atacuma, a rare remedy from the rainforests.
A remedy?
Yes. But in certain dosage, it's a poison. They say it robs people of their minds. But to tell you the truth, I've never seen that kind of effect.
We have, I'm afraid.
Miramis.
Do you know where the alchemist is?
Miramis? She still runs a laboratory at Ozara. She's not really allowed to do that. But as long as she doesn't meddle in guild business, we leave her alone.
See you later.
Yes?
More points into crossbows for Narum. My main character I might do more Warcraft. And Perception on Tsukkate. And Warcraft. Why not? Alright, that works for me. Off to Ozara.
You'll be satisfied.
Healing potions, magic potions, there's something for everyone.
Yeah, I should probably use poison more often. Seems like an easy way to ramp up your damage a bit.
We're looking for Miramis.
Only a select few may see her, and you're not among them.
Yeah, fight to clear the path.
Come on! Let's not waste our time.
Am I going to spend my hard-earned money? Oh, is it just the two?
Poison. Die!
Alright, we took a little damage.
Who? What do you want? Guards!
They can't hear you.
We don't want any trouble. We just have a couple of questions for you.
And you think I'll answer? Lysander warned me about you. I know who and what you are. Take your idol worship and go to the hells! Kill them and destroy the apparatus.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
Look. That could be useful.
Perfect.
Poison!
I mean, that was a bold move. Gotta give him respect for that one.
Poison.
The guy's going to poison everybody.
I've been poisoned! Go to Boron!
One remains.
Please, don't.
Just answer a few questions, then we'll let you live.
Lysander.
We're looking for Lysander Euridian.
He's not here. He was never here. I've never seen him. Miramis was the only one who talked to him.
Amiramis's machinations.
This crimson laurel poison you're making. What are you planning to do with it?
Not poison. It's medicine for the sick. Miramis did mention something once about a shipment. Lysander is expecting new Adakuma from Alanfa.
Shipment.
Where's the shipment going?
To Mengbilla. The caravan will travel the Silk Road to Mengbilla via Lorfus.
Healing for the afflicted.
The victims are losing their wills. What sort of healing is that?
I'm only a servant. I just ground the Atakuma and set up the row house flasks for distillation. That's all.
Miramis didn't tell you anything else?
She said that the sick are infested with a false belief and that we have to cure them.
Okay, so it seems like, I'm assuming, the ones they're, quote, curing are worshipping the Nameless One, and possibly our main character was worshipping that as well, and they used the Crimson tincture on our main character. That's why he doesn't remember what happened. A contact in the caravan.
Is there a contact in the caravan?
An Alanfan. His name was Kugras.
Kugras?
Thecio Kugras.
You know him?
Kugras is one of the powerful grandee families in Alanfa, but Thecio was exiled to Port Corad. I forget why.
You'll swear you've never seen us.
I swear by the 12, I never saw you.
We can't let Lysander get that Atakuma.
How do you plan to prevent it? Rob the caravan?
We're already criminals, aren't we?
If we have Kugras, we have Lysander.
And incidentally, we'll be rich too. After all, that's why we came here, isn't it?
Friends, the caravans of Alanfa are guarded by the best mercenaries in the south.
Then we need allies.
The Flying Foxes.
Who?
Who, you ask? Every child knows the Flying Foxes. The raid on the Silk Caravan? 14 years ago, they made off with 2 whole wagons. And, just by chance, I know where their leader is hiding. In the Aralcor Downs, in Duya, in a healer's shop.
You know a number of interesting people, dwarf.
All it takes is charisma.
You're always Boren with you.
We have a decent amount of points to spend. Let's go and do that. I think before we start investing into more special abilities, which we should probably do. Well, she needs charisma. Probably do that. 410 though. And he needs 600 for that. Yeah, so we'll save theirs up. I think for our melee characters, we can start trying to max these out. We get some really good stuff off of it. I mean, not necessarily on his, because he's not using... Well, I guess throwing weapons would count as a ranged attack. So I didn't read the upgraded versions of Warcraft. It's level 3, Vitality, Astral Points, Magic Resistance, and Speed of veterans are displayed, as well as their hit chance. Also, they possess the Attack of Opportunity feat. Parry Dodge +2, Parry Dodge of humanoid enemies -2. Then we'll get to level 4 next. Then for Perception, a level 3. Hidden objects and traps up to level 3 and a 16 hex radius become visible, initiative +2. And applies a +1 bonus to all range attacks. I think probably use Warcraft as well. That'll make him tankier against, well, he gets parry dodge +2. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Alright, to Duyar.
Welcome to my humble butcher's shop. What can I do for you?
Are you Aside? Or Asid?
Butcher's shop? Aren't you Iside, the healer?
Ah,
Iside.
you have to deal with boredom somehow. There are enough wounded here, but the slaves can't afford my treatment. When I look at you, I think of my old gang. They gave me a lot to sew up. Maybe I should listen to your advice and round up the flying foxes again.
But we didn't say anything.
You're right. I can't just turn up there after all this time. I have an idea. You could hunt down my old companions and convince them to work with me again.
Where can we find your companions?
And where are we supposed to start looking?
Unfortunately, my old companions are as scattered as the limbs on my floor. Let's see. Ralman is in Estina. Auralia is in Aldenia. And Manolo? I haven't heard from him in ages.
Ralman.
Where do we find Ralman?
You should probably look in Estina first. As far as I know, that's where our best fighter is staying. When you see him, tell him he can have his kidney back.
Auralia.
Who is Auralia?
Ah, beautiful Auralia, our smuggler. I always was a bit jealous of her. It was her elegance that gave me the idea to call us the Flying Foxes. Of course, that changed when I sewed her back together again after that skirmish in Arena. I wonder if she has problems finding shoes that fit. Maybe you can ask her if you see her in Aldenia. Ah, she only ever had eyes for Ralman anyway.
Manolo.
Where's Manolo?
Oh, Manolo. The mightiest mage the world has ever seen. He can conjure up a campfire in any weather.
In any weather? I hope he accepts apprentices.
Yes, he's a great illusionist. The last time I heard of him, he had just bought a tower near the Soul Swamps.
See you later.
What are you doing here? The Flying Foxes haven't reunited yet. Shoo! Shoo!
See you later.
You'll find the best.
Alright, we'll start with the closest one. I also think that is Rallman, which is first in the list as well.
Fex greet.
You need 4 parry. But why would you grab... I guess this is more valuable. It's just weird that we found the best shield, assumably the best shield in the game so early on.
Can't you see I'm busy? I have to guard these chests.
Side sent us.
Iside sent us. She wants to prowl the countryside with you again. Like in the good old days.
Isida wants another adventure? I'd rather let a wild black ogre shave my family jewels. Which almost happened at Porto Paligan because of Isida. If you see her, tell her I want my toe back.
I thought it was a kidney.
My kidney? That explains the scar! That lying cow!
A chest instead of glory.
So, the great warrior of the Flying Foxes is guarding chests these days.
Yes. Admittedly, this activity doesn't make full use of my potential, but as long as the jungle tiger is poaching in my territory, I can't leave my chests alone.
A jungle tiger? Maybe we can help.
If you want to take the risk, bring me his tooth. That will remind him that a jungle tiger belongs in the jungle.
His tooth? Does he have only one?
Once you see his teeth, you'll know which one I mean.
The jungle tiger.
So, we kill the tiger.
What? I never said that.
He's not just gonna give us his tooth, is he?
All right. If he proves to be unreasonable, it's not your fault, of course. He lives a few miles east of here. Now beat it, I'm busy. Can't you see I'm busy? I have to guard these chests. Now beat it.
Alright. So when he first mentioned the jungle tiger, it was capitalized with a capital J and capital T. You can call it a jungle tiger. It was the jungle tiger. So I wonder if it's a person.
No sign of a jungle tiger anywhere. Just peace and quiet on a forest, man.
I'm starting to think the Flying Foxes aren't quite right in the head.
Don't confuse the mask with the face.
I wouldn't think of it. Maybe the forest man knows something.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think the jungle tiger is a man that's trying to steal the chests. Why else would he be worried about a tiger trying to get to the chests?
Do you speak our language? We're looking for a jungle tiger.
You have found him.
You are the jungle tiger.
And he has a pretty gold tooth, too.
What do you want from the jungle tiger?
So his name is Utulu here, but when we hovered above him, it said Moa. Tooth for life.
Our friend Ralman doesn't want to see you in this area anymore.
Then, Ralman will have to leave.
He wants your gold tooth as proof that we've dealt with you. But if you give us the tooth, he won't hear about it from us.
Ralman is a filthy cur. Here's the tooth.
You didn't even scream.
The jungle tiger doesn't scream. The jungle tiger leaves pain to his enemies.
I should have fought him. Oh well. I invested all like charisma on my main character, and it never comes up. We got 14 charisma.
The tooth of the jungle tiger.
Let me see. Yes, that's definitely his cursed gold tooth. But what are you after, anyway?
We're planning a caravan robbery.
A caravan? Just like in the old days. All right, I'll go to Duyar and see if Izida is ready to apologize. Thanks for the tooth, and now leave me alone until all the foxes are back together.
Alright, to Aldenia next. That's where the rogue should be, or the scoundrel, whatever they called her.
Iside sent you. What does the bitch want?
The Flying Foxes.
Iside wants to get the Flying Foxes back together. We're here to convince you of the genius of the idea.
That trollop has a nerve. As if I'd forgotten what happened in Selim. She wanted to take off with all the loot. And let's not forget the debacle in Port Karad. I'll never get involved with that lunatic again.
Ramen seemed to like it.
Ramen seems to like the idea.
You know where Ramen is? Please tell me. I haven't seen him since that night in the Rashtulian Wall. And that's all Iside's fault too. I was just about to show him my gold tooth.
If you want to see Ramen again, you'll have to join Iside.
Ha! I'm not going to make it that easy. Well, then again, if you do me a little favour.
What should we do?
All right, what's the deal?
I have here a small vial of gold glue that some business partners are waiting for. There's a tavern in Bill Lane, the Drunken Nevadi. Find Signore Grimani and tell him this. 3 is 6 and 5 is 9. No, wait. 5 is 9 and 3 is 7.
Gold glue is forbidden in the Principality of Droll.
So you'd better not get caught.
What was that phrase again?
What was that phrase again?
3 is 6 and 5 is 9. No, wait. 5 is 9 and 3 is 7.
Yeah, we're gonna forget that.
Thanks.
5 is 9 and 3 is 7.
Looks like we can no longer avoid the question. How do we cross the border with a sack full of banned poison?
We sneak. Stay away from the torches. And from the guards, Norim.
Maybe that will help us.
That still counts as a bush. I hope. Alright, looks like we're gonna fight. We'll probably keep making a run for it. Let's say we still have to make it to the end. Let's try and get this guy off my backline characters. Then we can just do this. Or not. Good blocks. let's take him out. We could try to just make a run for it, but only 2 enemies left.
Do we know each other?
Oh, shoot. That was the first one, right? I think it's this one. 5 is 9 and 3 is 7.
5 is 9 and 3 is 7.
Tell Oralia to spare me that hush-hush nonsense. Do you have the goods?
Give gold glue.
Good. Cherastelli will be pleased. Here is Oralia's barrel. Here, a small acknowledgement to the dwarf for remembering that ridiculous code phrase. Do we know each other?
So we got a barrel. Whether we like it or not, we now have to carry this barrel of prohibited boron wine back to Oralia and Aldenia. Fortunately, we don't have a place to fill her up yet.
What are a bunch of hothouse flowers looking for in Belaine?
I think they're transporting a barrel.
A barrel that ought to belong to us?
But maybe they want to avoid the trouble and hand it over.
Be all bandits and keep an eye on the small wine barrel. It mustn't be smashed. Yeah, you don't get to shoot at me, buddy. Oh, another resounding success. A lot of ambushes in this quest. There's a piece of black metal and some junk.
My business partners don't like to wait.
Deliver barrel.
A delivery from Grimani.
Ah, good. Certain people in Mengbilla will pay a high price for that.
Certain people in Belane have paid the highest price for that.
Leave your dramatics for a sea day when you're negotiating your payment.
Does this mean you'll rejoin the Foxes?
It's probably the only way to see Rauman again.
Thanks.
I'm busy right now.
You're...
Alright, we'll do that, then let's head back to somewhere to heal. Bizarro has a healer. I think it's easier to get to than McBilla's.
What will it...
Wait a minute.
Also might be cheaper. Was it 3 silver compared to 4? And we found another shrine.
A shrine to Travia, the faithful goddess of housewives.
And another word.
Do.
Do? As in do away with?
Alright. I'll call it here, and next time we'll go to Manolo's Tower. Oh, Momo is the name of the, I guess, the forest people. That may have been mentioned before and I forgot. By the way, next time we'll go to Manolo's Tower, recruit the last of the Flying Foxes, and plan a heist. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.